against the Vikings, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Bridgewater now. And shedding through the tackle. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28.
There, no backs in the backfield, all receivers out in the pattern, and in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So the fumble recovery, and now Manning. And incomplete to open things up. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Manning. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Linval Joseph getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Third down now following the run. To throw is Bridgewater. And hauled in by Pitta. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time. On 1st down, Manning. To Shepard, complete over the middle. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Manning. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll send Beckham in motion right. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Bridgewater to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So after the INT, it's Manning. Flushed out right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Manning now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, here's Manning. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll go down at the 28. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And Ingram holds it in. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Again, they'll throw with Manning. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Forced out to his left. Odell Beckham from 4 yards out. And the Giants add on to their lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket and wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Bridgewater. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On second down, Cook. Fighting off the defender. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing, Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken from just outside the 30. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw, it's Manning. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 29. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10. And he'll be out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And it is now 21-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They run again on first down. Cook. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Giants.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
And he knocks it. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. A give. This is Cook. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. On third down, Bridgewater shreds the tackle. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that
by the
is
time
one
we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Manning. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Manning now to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Throwing is Bridgewater. And they'll let it go deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Manning now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. Steps away to his left. And he's got room. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2nd down following the run. Bridgewater now from the 50. And this is complete to Zach Miller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A toss to Cook. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Second down, Bridgewater. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he gets it down to the 32. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Shotgun now for Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Now they try the right side here. And some room to maneuver. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. A dump down to McKinnon. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Everson Griffin in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Manning gonna throw here. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
forward.
Exactly. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Let's go.
Handoff comes to Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, big hit. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is...